G'day guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Bruce, and together with my lovely lady Monastrell, a Beneteau Oceanus 46, we together are sailing Monastrell. Enjoy the video. Cheers. Well, good morning. It's 5:30 a.m. in Courland Bay, Plymouth, Tobago, and I'm up this early because I want to make an early start for this passage to Grand Riviere, and if it doesn't work out because of wind direction, current, etc., then I can go to plan B and do the longer, I think it's about a 50 mile passage to a little bay that the Venezuelan fishing boats hang out on the more northwestern part of Trinidad. But I'd like to try and get to Grande Riviere. Oh, the moon's still up there. There it is. So it was looking quite promising here last night. It's not a bad direction now, the boat that is. So it's rolling just a little bit and pitching, but last night, wow, the boat was side on for most of the night, and it woke me up several times. Oh wow, look at that. It's starting to look very pretty. Anyway, it was a pretty spot to come and spend the night. If the dinghy was easy to get off, I'd go into the beach and have a look, have a bit of a walk along the beach. I could actually do the paddleboard, I guess. But no, I won't do the paddleboard thing because I'll get distracted and then I'll end up leaving too late. There's the kettle. Oh wow, that's starting to look pretty cool. That's nice, isn't it? Well, the weather's not behaving itself. I mean, I guess it is the rainy season, and these little rain squalls, I guess, are supposed to come through. Shouldn't last too long. The one thing it is good for, of course, is collecting a little bit of water. This will be my either fish cleaning water rather than using my tank water, but it's only been a brief shower, so I wouldn't mind a little bit more, and the timing would be good, you know, while I'm having breakfast. Well, that's interesting. Looks like he's doing something with either lines or nets. Oh, he's got a fish. So he might be trawling, I think. He's pulling in. Oh, I think he's got several. Oh yeah, there's another one. So he's got a long line out. That's pretty cool, eh? Oh yeah, he's got a few in there. Maybe that's his daily fish. I don't think this is going to last for too much longer. It's amazing how quickly it collects off the bimini. This block shed itself yesterday. Oh no, that's a new one. Well, not the new one, but a replacement one. Yeah, this is the one that shed itself yesterday. I think just the UV gets to them. They become brittle. I think when it jibed one time yesterday, the blocks were a little bit caught up, and that was the result. That's about $200 worth. Ouch. Okay, so let's replace that one. I just need the glasses. Put that pin in there. Whoops. Grab this rope. The main sheet. Oh, I'm getting dripped on here. That end of that main sheet needs to really be burnt again, but that'll do today. All right, here comes a little bit more rain. And there goes that rain squall, and up comes the sun. really I should be taking these spinnaker sheets off, which I'll probably do today, I reckon. I'm certainly not going to be using them at the moment. Okay, engine's on. I was going down instead of up for a little while there. That's what happens when you're trying to multitask. And I've got the main up, so even though the engine's running, that's mainly just to power up the batteries while I'm getting the anchor up. Oh, let's go and see what's going on up there. Maybe it's not caught on something. It's possible the chain is caught in the gypsy. The chain sometimes accumulates. No, it doesn't look like that's happening. Must be just the uh-oh. Could be that it's just got a release, hopefully. Yeah, here we go. That's good. She was just dug in really well, that's all. Maybe there's a lot of yeah, a lot of mud, but also the shackle is twisted again. That's so annoying. It's on the bottom, and hopefully we can untangle that shackle. Cool. Yes, it has. Untangled. Okay. What depth have we got here? 2.8. It's going to have to be a motor because there is pretty well no wind. Just to get started at least. Goodbye, Courland Bay. Maybe see you again one day. Except for the rolly, it's been pleasant. 2.9 under the keel still. We are heading down here. This is a reasonable time to start. I was kind of intending to leave a little bit earlier so we don't end up with a repeat of yesterday, but this is okay. So I'm just going to take my time here initially because I haven't had breakfast yet, so we'll have that while we get underway. Let's have a look on Navionics and set a little course. Anchor's up, nice and clean, but the windlass is playing up a little bit still. It's kind of struggled there. Wow. The wind direction is not where they said it was going to come from. Why am I not surprised that they got it wrong again? So based on wind direction, it may not be suitable for Grande Riviere again. So it might be plan B down to the bay where the Venezuelan fishing boats hang out. Let's see if we can get a strike here while the camera's running. How nice is this? It's certainly a pleasant morning, just after 7, and we're having our second crack at getting back to Trinidad. There are fishing boats out here. I've got the line out. We are passing our lucky spot, Buku Reef, which the Tasmanian Incat ferry is named after. Let's see what we're doing. I think we're doing 5, maybe 5 knots. Motor sailing. The main's doing nothing at the moment. We haven't got much breeze. Hopefully there'll be more once we get out into the strait, and hopefully the current won't be so. Yeah, I can see the waves breaking. It's about as close as I want to be, unless I was a fishing boat sitting right over it. So we are passing the tip of Tobago, the western tip, and we are just starting to see the southern side of Tobago. And in here, where are we? Oh, it's a bit hard to see on here. In here is Scarborough, the capital of Tobago, and is where the ferries enter. We can just start to see the tip of Trinidad here. So I'm staying a little bit high. We're still motor sailing, doing about 5 knots over ground. A little bit faster through the water. There's a bit of current here, which will be in our favour a little bit later, but we're going to have to change course in probably a half hour or so because there's a shoal that we're approaching, and it does say on the chart to stay clear of it as a preference. So we will do that. All right, we're on course again for Grande Riviere, and it's like threading a needle here. If I go just a few degrees lower, then the current just drags us down towards Venezuela. If I go too high, it's taking us over the shoal, and this is all within just a few degrees on the autopilot. Makes that much of a difference. It's incredible, calculating the currents. And we say goodbye to Tobago, slowly getting further and further away. Okay, we have two ships. This one, which I can't see, I've got no AIS, it seems, at the moment. I'm not sure whether I'm transmitting or not. I suspect not. There's nothing on the chart plotter. It's completely blank. And then we've got this one here also going past. Which we will see, neither of them have radioed me. Probably because they can't see who I am, I'm guessing. There we go, you can see him there. What's he called? Pan Ocean. I think it says Pan Ocean or Pan Ocean. So you got to watch out for ships, obviously. We are getting along beautifully at the moment. Doing about 6 knots, just under sail. No motor. And can you hear that down here? Excuse the mess in here. This is the storage / junk cabin. And right now, there is no noise in there, meaning that the shaft is not spinning. I have finally got the propeller to feather, which is awesome. Oh, actually, I need to bring the jib in a bit. Just a little bit. We might get just a little bit more speed. How good is this? Hey, nice. Still haven't caught anything today on the line. Maybe that was beginner's luck yesterday. I disconnected all of the cables off the AIS and reconnected them, and let's see if it's still working. I don't have any, yes it is. I don't have any charts as such, but everything's working again. I've got the vectors. These are the ships that are going by, which I can bring up the information on those, which I have already done. So nice to have that working again. We currently have 11.5, 12 knot true wind speed, 13 knots apparent wind, between 12 and 13. And as you can see there, we're doing 6.1 knots through the water. And that log is reading a little bit slow, so I'm guessing we could be doing 6.5, maybe a little bit more. But we've got some current here, so we're only doing 5.3, 5.2 over ground, but that's okay. So I'm happy that I went back yesterday and sailed today instead, because today is just magic. Beautiful conditions. How nice is this? Yes. I know I say it all the time. I'll tell you what, it doesn't get much better than this. The seas have flattened off somewhat. We started off with just a couple of knots of wind in Tobago, and it was a bit like a washing machine. And now we've got the nice Atlantic swell rolling in. It's a good day. It's a very good day. That is east. East actually is a little bit more up here. I just had a look on the compass, and we have completely lost sight of Tobago. I can't make out Tobago at all. So not a lot of rolling now. She's laying pretty flat, which is nice, obviously. Strange things happen with the water from time to time, which I'm assuming is current related. Look what the water's doing here. It makes me nervous when I see it, but I think it's just current related. It says we have 54 metres of depth here. Wow, yeah, look what it's doing. It's just bubbling. It must be current. Wow. It's amazing. And look at it on this side. The water is just bubbling. Incredible, eh? Did we slow down much? Oh no, we're doing actually 6.5 now. 6.4. And 11 knots of breeze. Wow, we have a fish. We have a fish, man. We have a fish. Now we've got him on deck, but I just want to get him before he possibly ends up fighting his way back into the water. Woohoo! Another kingfish. Nicely done, eh? Well, dealing with that fish meant that I had gone off course by some degrees, and here we are at the top of Trinidad. So this would be typical Atlantic passaging, actually. This is probably about the angle we would have been doing at times, depending on which jibe we were on. But look at that. It just kind of gives me a bit of a reminder and a bit of a taste of what it was like on a good day, which most of them were, actually. So according to Navionics, 3.4 nautical miles to go. So we've made pretty good time, really. Unfortunately, some of it was motor sailing, but I just wanted to make sure I had the height. When we were going slow, just under sail alone, we were losing way too much height and getting pushed down by the current. So I think it was the right thing to do. I could have probably turned it off a little bit earlier, but overall I think we've done a good job. I've got 2 reefs in the main and the full Jenny out, and I'm coming to Grande Riviere or Grande Riviere. I'm not sure how it's pronounced exactly, but it's been a nice sail today. Caught another King Mackerel, so that's the 3rd one in 2 days. A 75 centimetre. Anyway, this is the northeastern tip of Trinidad. Not far to go now, just over a nautical mile. Wow, look at that beach. No wonder the turtles like it here. Not sure whether I'll stay yet. I'll just check out and see how rolly it is. I'm beginning to feel a bit sleep deprived because of the rolly anchorages of late. So we'll just duck in there, check it out, but hopefully it'll be flat enough and I'll stay. And then do the rest of the passage tomorrow, which means heading down here and around the corner. So another 30 miles tomorrow, and then the last little bit, 11 miles on Friday. The Monastrell has performed beautifully again today, thank you. You've done well. We are here. We have made it to Grande Riviere, or Grande Riviera. Nice. Maybe just in time, so we're going to get some rain. But also it could be pretty rolly by the looks of things. So it's possible I might even continue on. Look at the swell coming in here. Those Venezuelan fishing boats are a bit of an indicator of how rolly it is. I can't quite see how much they're rolling. Wow, but yeah, it's a swell for sure. Birgit and Abe told me that it was pretty rolly when they stayed. But they also said it's a cool town. All right, we are anchored. She's a bit breezy. What's that? 14 knots. I'm not a fan of being on a lee shore, meaning the beach is right behind us if something happened to the anchor. And there is a wreck on the beach there. But we should be okay. It might settle down a bit tonight as well. It would be nice to be on the inside there, on the inside of these Venezuelan fishing boats. Yeah, there's another one in front of those guys as well, which is probably where I would have liked to have been. It looks, you know, just a little bit flatter there, but this isn't too bad. If the wind stays up to, you know, kind of 8 or 10 knots, I'm guessing that should keep us head to wind pretty well. And so it shouldn't be too rolly. I don't want to speak too soon, of course. And then assuming nothing happens with these Venezuelan boats in terms of dragging, etc. Fingers crossed. But what do I think of the location? It's very pretty. Again, just dense jungle everywhere. This is the beach apparently where the turtles come to nest. So if it's calm enough in the morning, not too much wind in other words, I'll drop the paddleboard in the water and go and have a bit of a look. Got the flag out to show the Venezuelans we're friendly. And you saw earlier the ones that were already out there fishing. I think they must put out nets together. It's interesting how they all fish together. I'm assuming maybe it's netting or maybe long lines. It'd be interesting to find out. Well, good morning. Well, this anchorage is going on the list as being up there with the worst anchorages in terms of rolly. It was crazy last night. And then I'm just hoping that my windlass works this morning. That was really struggling at the end of the day. My guess is, I don't know, to be honest. So I'll be having breakfast and then I'm off. One consolation is that there is a nice breeze, so it should be a nice sail back down, in theory. Okay, thankfully the windlass worked. We have up anchored at the beautiful Grande Riviere and we're going to say goodbye. But that thermos mug of tea is the one I'm worried about, because that'll end up, if it tips over, it'll pour into the fridge. Fuck it. Exactly what I didn't want to have happen just happened. Shit. Yeah, it's in the fridge. Well, that was a little bit dramatic, I'd have to say. You saw the big spill there with the thermos. It just goes to show you've got to listen to your intuition. It was telling me that it was about to happen, so I should have listened better. I think I'll persevere with this for a little while, maybe an hour, and then we'll jibe back again, and we should have that nice angle down the coast then. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Much appreciated. Join me next time when I have... This is where we want to be heading down here somewhere. When I have another magic sail on my final leg back to Chaguaramas. But of course, not without some minor drama. Wow, look at this rain front coming through. That's going to be a lot of rain. Look at this, just another crazy area with current. Wow, look at that. That is so freaky, really freaky. Wow, look at the waves it's creating. It's so turbulent. Good morning, and what a contrast to yesterday morning, which was arguably the rolliest anchorage I've been to, which was Grande Riviere in the northeast of Trinidad. But here we are back in Scotland Bay, and look how flat this is. It's so nice. I've got some neighbours, 6 boats including me, and look at this, and listen to those sounds. Oh, it's so peaceful.